This is a short video made by the TVG and the Sexual Health Centre in Cork. It was made to make people more aware of the different things and infections that can happen if we don't look after our bodies and sexual health. The video will give you the information about the effects of infections on your health, your partner's health, and your family's health. It will also explain how infections and viruses are passed on, how to protect yourself, and how to get tested and treated.
The lads are out on the tear.
Give me a go, lad. Come on.
Alright, calm down.
Cocaine use can increase your sexual needs and you can stay awake longer without feeling the need to sleep. Cocaine affects how you think about things and it changes how you would behave. There is also an extra chance of passing on infections such as hepatitis C if you share the rolled up note for snorting. Drug and alcohol abuse often lead a person to doing things that the person may not normally do, which means that people who might misuse drugs and alcohol are much more likely to take risks. Meanwhile, the girls are getting ready for a big night out in the town.
Give me your pluckers.
Yeah, it's on the bed there. Get it yourself.
Hepatitis C is an infection that is passed on through blood. People often don't know that they have hepatitis C until they get tested. You can avoid getting an infection by not sharing personal items like razors, tweezers, toothbrushes, and nail scissors with an infected person. It's safer not to share. It's very important not to share needles or rolled up notes if taking drugs. If people are using tanning injections, please make sure to use clean, sterile water and never share needles with another person. If you are getting any piercings or tattoos, make sure the place has a license and the equipment is clean. So what about sex? Using condoms for all types of sex is the safest way to avoid hepatitis C. Just like your personal grooming items, if people do use sex toys, do not share them. And finally, be mindful of yourself if cleaning up spillages of human blood and take care not to get a needle stick injury.
Go on, it's alright, I have my own anyway.
Do you want to use my razor or what?
No, keep it for yourself.
Look at her. She's gorgeous.
Hey, where are you looking? You're getting married next month.
But look at her.
She's only 16, that one.
Remember, it is against the law to have sex with a person under the age of 17, whether it is a boy or a girl.
Oh shit. What did I do? Where am I? Who's that? She'll kill me. Say nothing.
Where did you go last night? What happened?
Should I get tested for an STI? I should have gotten tested, but it's so shameful. I'll leave it off. It'll be grand. What's the worst that could happen?
Having an STI during pregnancy can cause problems for both women and their babies. Infections like gonorrhea and chlamydia may cause a high risk of miscarriage or premature delivery. If a woman has an untreated infection, the baby can have serious health issues. Certain STIs, such as gonorrhea and chlamydia, can make you infertile if left untreated, meaning you won't be able to start a family. It's actually possible to have an STI and not even know you have it. Some of the most common signs of STIs are an unusual or an unpleasant discharge from your private body parts. Some people may feel a pain or burning when peeing. This tends to affect mostly men. If you have any swelling, lumps or itchiness or anything unusual going on down there, you should talk to your doctor.
Morning. Take a seat over there and we'll be with you shortly.
Doctor, can you tell me how an STI test works?
Sure thing. So, whether you're a man or a woman going for an STI check, you will have to give a urine sample. You shouldn't pee for 2 hours before giving a sample. Sometimes a swab, it's like a cotton bud, is used to take a sample from the top or inside of your private part. Sometimes swabs are also taken for your throat or backside. This will depend on the type of sex you've had. Blood tests will also be done to check for viral infections, such as hepatitis C or HIV. It usually takes up to 2 weeks to get the results. If the test shows that you do have an STI, don't panic. Most STIs are curable, and the most common ones, gonorrhea and chlamydia, can be treated with a course of antibiotics. But just not any antibiotic, a specific antibiotic for the infection you have. Remember, it's important that you finish a course of antibiotics given to you by your doctor. It's not safe to share these with another person.
Oh, I thought it would have been okay to share them.
No, never.
Ah, okay, that's good to know. So how can you avoid getting an STI?
Actually, the best way to avoid catching an STI is to always use a condom when you have sex. Avoid oral sex if you or your partner has sores on the mouth, gums, or private areas. Remember, flavoured condoms are for oral sex only. It is important to know that sex through the back passage carries high chances for passing an STI. So always use a condom and lubricant if having sex like this. Be careful if you're using drugs and alcohol. They can make you do things you might not normally do. To look after your sexual health, you should have regular checkups for STIs if you're sexually active. Talking to your partner is important. Some couples now go together to an STI checkup before they start having sex, as neither one of them wants to put the other at risk when it comes to STIs. If using condoms is not something that suits you both, then getting tested allows you and your partner to enjoy sex without having to worry about STIs, as long as you're only having sex with each other.
Ah, okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead today and get tested.
If you are concerned about anything you just saw in the video and would like more information or confidential support, you can contact any of the following: the Traveller Visibility Group, Traveller Community Health Workers, and also the Drugs and Alcohol Support Unit, 25 Lower John Street, Cork, the Sexual Health Centre, which is based in 16 Peter Street, Cork City, the SDI Clinic, which is in the South Infirmary Victoria Hospital, and the Youth Health Services, which is in Penrose House, Penrose Quay, Cork City.